Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm sitting down to do a good old-fashioned life update video. It has been such a long time since I sat down and talked to you guys about something that wasn't Animal Crossing. So yeah, I just felt like I needed to give you guys a little update, let you know how I'm doing. But before we get into that, I will just take, the first 5 minutes of this video to talk about Animal Crossing. So first of all, I'm still playing Animal Crossing every single day. I feel like most people have stopped playing Animal Crossing recently. They've kind of gone into the Animal Crossing burnout phase. For me, that's not a thing. I'm still playing every day. I'm obsessed with the game. I love it. And plus, there is an update coming very soon at the end of the month for October, and that looks super cute and super fun, and I'm all about that. So yes, I'm still playing Animal Crossing every day. And also in this portion of the video, I did just want to take the opportunity to say thank you guys so much for responding so well to my Animal Crossing videos. I had no idea that my channel was going to blow up when I started making them. And I know that my popularity mainly came from the one video that I did about my Animal Crossing museum, but even so, that's still amazing to me. It's still mind-blowing to me, literally. I think that video currently has like 67,000 views. I've never gotten that many views on a YouTube video. I've never even considered the fact that I would even get that many views. Like, I'm just, going about my time playing Animal Crossing, making some videos. I didn't really think about it. So yeah, I've been extremely grateful that I've become a little bit popular because of Animal Crossing. It does mean a lot to me that you guys actually like those videos. And I do plan to continue to make Animal Crossing videos. I'm not really sure what kind of Animal Crossing videos I want to make at the minute because I feel like I don't really have any ideas for particular things. I mean, obviously I'm still going to do like my Dream Suite series. I know there's literally only 2 videos that I've done doing like dream towns and stuff like that, but I want to do some more. And then obviously I'll probably do more videos every time there's like a game update, every time there's a special event. But aside from that, I'm not really sure what other Animal Crossing videos I want to do. So if you guys have any suggestions for Animal Crossing videos you want to see me do, then let me know. Because there might be like some things you want to know that I'm not giving to you, or something that you want me to explain or something. I know that I'm not the only person in the world that makes Animal Crossing videos, but if there's anything in particular that you want to see me do, then let me know. I have actually been thinking recently in the last couple of days that I want to make videos on the older Animal Crossing games as well, because I really love those as well. So yeah, if you guys want to see any kind of Animal Crossing videos, then let me know, because I still want to make them. So yeah. So if you guys subscribed to me before I started making all the Animal Crossing videos, then you know that I used to just make regular, like, average vlog type videos where I would just sit down and I talk about things that I was interested in, or I would try to do vlogs when I was like out and about and actually doing things with my life. But obviously with the state of the world and everything right now, those videos kind of stopped. I did have such big plans for 2020 to like keep doing vlogs and stuff, because I had all these plans to go to like K-pop concerts and stuff. Like even in my last video that I did before quarantine, it was when I was in London. I was supposed to see 17 in London, and then they cancelled because of coronavirus. Obviously at the time in February it wasn't such a big thing in the UK, and then like a month later shit just hit the fan. Everyone was in lockdown. It was crazy. But yeah, I did have plans for 2020. I did want to like go out and do things, and like not only was I going to go to like 17, I was also planning to go to BTS, and there was like a lot of other people who were probably going to come over the year that I wanted to see. And like I think it's just a kind of a thing for everyone in general. It's like, oh, we had all these plans for 2020 and then everything got cancelled, and it's just kind of like, okay. Which is fine. I mean, for me, as someone who doesn't really leave the house anyway and is okay with being at home all the time, I mean, quarantine and lockdown haven't really affected me too much, I don't think. I know I really haven't talked about it on my channel or anything like that, but like during lockdown, I feel like I've kind of been okay for the most part. Obviously, it was a big adjustment to start working from home and stuff like that, but as someone who kind of was wanting to work from home more often before lockdown happened, it was kind of a good thing, because obviously now all these big companies having to like ask everyone to work from home, it kind of shows that they can accommodate that for people. So maybe in the future, even when we do go back to the office, they will allow us to spend more time at home, because it is proven that yes, we can all work from home and still be productive. That being said, I can't say that I've always been the most productive person when working from home. It definitely was an adjustment. It's really weird because you kind of have to discipline and motivate yourself to do some work, because I feel like it's different when you're in the office. Especially for me, I feel like I would work better in the office for the most part, because, you know, you're in that kind of environment where it's like you have to work. And then, you know, as someone who also spends a lot of time in front of their computer just in general, it's really hard to differentiate between, okay, I'm working, and okay, I'm not working, I'm just like playing The Sims or something. So it's really hard for me when my workspace and my like, I guess like playtime space is the same area. Even like right now, like I'm sitting at my desk, I'm like filming in front of my computer. So yeah, for me, I think it can be a little bit hard sometimes to concentrate when I'm working, but for the most part I feel like I've done a pretty good job, and I've adjusted to it. And also I'm really grateful that I don't have to travel to work in the morning, because that was always, you know, like an hour-long commute to get there, and it wasn't really great. So I think I've appreciated being able to spend some extra time in bed, to not have to get up and get dressed and stuff like that. But yeah, so I feel like my biggest adjustment was working from home. Aside from that, I wasn't really struggling too much socially or anything, because obviously I got really lucky because Animal Crossing New Horizons actually got released literally the weekend that the UK announced that they were going to go into lockdown. So I was at my mum's house, I got my Switch, I came back to where I currently live with my boyfriend, had my Switch, and then it was like, you can't leave the house again. And I was like, that's okay, because I have Animal Crossing. So the reason why Animal Crossing came out at a good time was because at that time I was also socializing a lot with my friends that play Animal Crossing as well. So I didn't really miss the social aspect, because I was like talking to my friends a lot, and obviously because I live with my boyfriend, I still had someone to talk to at the end of the day. So I feel like I'm really lucky that way. I cannot imagine going through lockdown living alone. I feel like it would be really difficult, and obviously you have to make the extra effort to still keep in communication with people. So yeah, I feel like I've been really lucky that I've had someone here with me during this time, so that I didn't go crazy not being able to talk to anyone or socialize. So yeah, like I said, overall, lockdown's been kind of fine for me. I mean, I definitely had those down days where I just didn't want to do anything. I felt really unmotivated. I've also had those times, I think it was like not that long ago, maybe like a month or two ago, where I was like so sick of being in this apartment. I was like, mate, I need to go like stay in a hotel or something. I need to just like not be here, because like, you know, it is kind of crazy just like not being able to leave your house sometimes. So yeah, I've definitely had like down days, but I'm really thankful that most of my time has been positive in lockdown. Like not the most positive, but at the same time not terrible. Like I've just been okay. And like most people, I do wish that I'd been able to do something great with my time in lockdown. I really wish that I had been able to use my time to be productive, to learn a new skill, a language or something. But honestly, I've just been kind of doing the same things that I've always been doing, lockdown or not. Like the only thing that I really stopped doing was going out to my pole and aerial hoop classes. That's probably what I miss the most. But aside from that, you know, I just spent my time chilling, playing a lot of Sims, playing Animal Crossing, making some YouTube videos, watching TV, you know, just like the basic stuff that I would do anyway, even if we weren't in lockdown. So yeah, that's kind of how my lockdown experience has been. Obviously, in the last few months, things have started to open up a little bit more, ease out of the lockdown situation, even though as I'm saying this, I know that we are probably about to head into another lockdown, but we'll just not talk about that for a bit. But yeah, so like as things started to ease out, obviously I started to go out a bit more often. Still not as often as I was before, because obviously I'm still working from home. I don't think that I'll actually be back in my office until next year, which is fine. I'm doing okay working from home. It's mostly been okay for me. But yeah, so I started going out a little bit more now that lockdown has eased. I've seen some of my friends. I started going back to my exercise classes, and I'm really glad that I'm doing that again because I really did miss going to pool and going to hoop. I'm not the most active person as it is, so I think that it's really good for me that I'm able to get this exercise back in my life. Obviously, while we were in lockdown, I would go on walks with my boyfriend. Like, we started to go on a lot of walks, but you know, as the weather gets worse, as we head into winter, that's not always great because you don't want to be like going out for walks in the rain. I know that like normally if you were really determined to get out and be active, you wouldn't let the weather affect you, but I'm a wimp and I don't like to walk in the rain or the wind or anything like that. So like obviously as the weather is getting worse in winter, I probably won't be going out for walks very often. So I think that it's nice that I can still go to my exercise classes now. And as well as that, it has also been great that I've been able to go out and spend some time with my friends again. Me and my friends typically don't meet up that often in real life as it is, so it wasn't like it was a big loss not being able to spend time with them, but at the same time it is nice that I'm able to do that again, you know, to have that little bit of like social interaction with someone that wasn't my boyfriend, and also to like have that human interaction rather than just like doing it over Skype and stuff like that. So I have been enjoying that. But as I mentioned earlier, we might be going back into lockdown again, which if that's the case, it's kind of sad, but at the same time understandable, because I feel like maybe we opened up a lot of stuff way too soon and people were kind of just taking advantage and not really thinking about it. Like, honestly, it really bothered me when I was like going out and about and doing things with my friends and following the regulations, and then just like seeing all these people not doing that, like not following the regulations, not wearing masks, and just like whatever, acting like the pandemic was never a thing. That's really frustrating, especially as someone who, you know, is following the rules, is following the guidelines, trying to do their best to stay safe, and then seeing all these people just disregard the rules completely. It made me so angry, and I made several Twitter rants about this, but I just want to say, guys, like, if you're gonna leave the house, please wear a mask, please social distance if you can. It's not that difficult, and I know that some people have issues with wearing masks and stuff, but like, if you can do it, I think you should, because I think that everything would be cleaned up a lot sooner if we actually followed the guidelines. So if we go into lockdown again, I think that it will be understandable. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be kind of sucky after being able to go back to some kind of normalcy for a while, but it will be kind of understandable, and I think that maybe if we do it the right way this time and everyone abided by the rules, we might actually get out of this okay. I know that I've seen like a lot of things recently from Wuhan in China where the virus originated, and like they're all out like partying, having a good time, living their best lives now, when, you know, back in January they were like locked down to the fullest. They weren't leaving their house or anything and stuff like that. So like, yeah, I definitely think that, you know, at least for the most part, I feel like if we all follow the rules, then maybe we can kind of contain it and it not be so terrible. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on the subject. I feel like I need to stop talking about it now because honestly, it's just kind of depressing. And coronavirus is obviously just the tip of the iceberg with all the stuff that's going on in 2020. Like, honestly, this year has just kind of been a shit show. There's so much stuff going on in the world right now, and I feel like because we're all inside and because we all don't really have anything else going on, the things that we can focus on are the actual issues that are going on in the world aside from the virus, and it's just crazy and insane, and it is upsetting a lot of the time. It is depressing. It's like so like overwhelming just how terrible some things are still in the world. And so yeah, like sometimes you just need to take a step back. Like, of course, it's important to care about these issues. Of course, it's important to get your voice out there and be heard and stuff. But like sometimes you just need to take a step back. And I feel like that's kind of what you have to remind yourself about as well. Like for me, especially, like there definitely have been times, especially like at the height of like the Black Lives Matter movement and everything going on Twitter and on the news and stuff. There was definitely a time during that I had to step back. I had to be like, this is a lot. This is too much for me as one person to see. So I had to take a step back, and I just had to like stop looking at social media and just like, you know, take some time for myself, because, you know, especially for young people, I feel like a lot of us are, actively getting involved in all these causes and things, which is great. But at the same time, you definitely need to take some time for yourself, especially if it's getting overwhelming, because you are just one person and you can make a difference, but only if you also learn to take care of yourself. So that's another important lesson for 2020, is that yes, we need to be aware of all of the things going on in the world. Yes, we need to care about them. Yes, we need to get out there and take action and make sure that we are heard. But at the same time, it's also important to have a lot of self-care and look out for yourselves, especially because, like I said, if we go into lockdown again, it's going to be difficult for a lot of people, and you definitely need to just take some time for yourself. So, yeah. Anyway, I feel like I've said everything that I wanted to say in this video. I know I've been talking for a long time and it's gotten kind of rambly, so I think this is a good time to wrap it up. I think the only thing that I will say as a last little kind of note is that I know that I haven't been making that many videos recently, and I do want to change that. I do want to get back into making videos. I go through this a lot with my YouTube channel. I've never been one to have a consistent upload schedule. I'll just go through phases where I really want to make videos, and then phases where I don't really want to make videos and I don't even want to like think about videos. So yeah, I do definitely want to continue to make videos on this channel and also on my Sims channel. I've actually recently started watching Plumbella on YouTube, and she makes like Sims videos, and like watching her has actually kind of inspired me to like get back into making videos again. And that normally always happens like when I start watching a new YouTuber and I see like their videos and like how much fun they're having and how much I enjoy their videos, I kind of get in that mood where I want to make videos again. So yeah, watching Plumbella's chaotic Sims videos has made me really want to get back into making videos again. And I guess that's kind of also why I want to like get into the other Animal Crossing games as well, because like Plumbella always plays like the older Sims games as well. So like, who knows, maybe I'll start making, I don't really know how you can be chaotic in Animal Crossing. I was gonna say maybe I'll make some chaotic Animal Crossing videos, and maybe I will once I find out how to be chaotic in Animal Crossing. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I hope you guys found some kind of enjoyment from this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments below if there's any kind of videos you want to see, whether it's Animal Crossing or something else. And yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.